Hey guys, Alex here from This Cob House, and I wanted to make a video here talking about what happens when you leave an earth wall out in the elements without a proper foundation and without a proper roofing system. So right here is an earthen wall test block we did about 1.5 years ago, and as you can see there's all kinds of green mildew and I suppose mold growing on it. And you can see a lot of weathering marks on it as well. So basically this is what will happen to your earth walls, whether it's cob, rammed earth, or adobe. Even if it's stabilized, this is what will happen. We're here in Florida, but even if you're in a temperate climate, but especially a tropical, subtropical type climate, you're definitely going to have issues like this if you don't have the proper foundation and roof. So if you have any kind of a wet climate or humid climate, this is very likely to happen. But on the other hand, I want to show you an example of the quality of wall you do have if you do have a proper foundation and roof. So moving away from this block, let's go see the actual building here on this site. So this is the same exact material as that test block, except this, as you can see, has a proper foundation. Underneath we have a rubble trench drainage system. We have about 1.5 foot tall stem wall here, which keeps the earth wall up, elevated off the ground, preventing any water runoff from touching the earth, and also any rainwater splashback from hitting the wall. And up above here you see we have a good roofing system, and this here has a 2-foot overhang. I'd even go with a 3-foot overhang, especially if you're in a wet environment, but the 2-foot overhang does a job, and as you can see it prevents water from hitting the walls if there's driving rains. So these are the two main factors that are going to keep any earth wall structure dry and long lasting. So as long as you have a good foundation and a good roof, that is going to keep your earth walls in a strong dry state. And even if you do get some water on it, that's okay. Earth walls dry out really quick. They'll naturally air out. It's just that when you have where water is constantly touching the earth material, that's when you have problems. So if you don't have any kind of a break between the ground and the earth wall, you're going to have water seep up, and just it's going to be a constant problem for your wall. So you need to have a good foundation to separate the earth wall from the ground, and a good roof to protect it from rain and elements. And the third protection method would be the plaster, but the plaster is really supplementary. It's more reliant upon the foundation and the roof. And I've seen just way too many poor, pathetic foundations with cob houses and natural buildings that you know, most of these poor examples, the buildings end up not lasting long at all, and they have to be torn down, and they're not comfortable to live in because they have all kinds of issues. So invest in your foundation, invest in your roof, and your earth wall building will last several generations.